Zach Reynolds, Brave Faust back here with you. Sorry about those technical difficulties once more. Still 1-0 Bootleggers. They're at the dish with one away here in the top of the sixth and a runner on. There's actually not one away. That's my bad. It's 1-2 now on Robbie Lopez. There's an error out there in left field, which led to Cobine reaching base. He's at first. No outs here, top of the sixth. 1-0 Bootleggers over the A's. Cipriano Rivera from College of the Desert on the mound for Coach Don Bray and the A's. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play.
And with that second error out in left field, that's still going to make it no hits for the A's. Oh, I do apologize. I'm looking at the wrong team. My bad, folks.
1-2 count still on Robbie Lopez. Another pitch coming from Rivera. That one fouled straight back. Good cut from Lopez, seeing a ton of pitches here. Trying to get another rally going here in the sixth and get some more runs for the Bootleggers. This one's been a pitching duel all the way.
Something that we definitely have not seen as of late the last few days. Game twos yesterday were a little more subdued.
1-2 pitch from Rivera. Runner goes, pitches up, and Downham loses the handle, so that'll have Cobine in there with the stolen base. So he's at second down. It's going to be a 2-2 count on Lopez. The first run scored by the Bootleggers was all the way back in the first inning, the top of the first inning. And since then, nothing has been scored on either side. Pitchers have been supreme so far. That one hitting the outfield from Lopez, coming in on it. And it's going to get dropped just past Kula. That one looked like it had more on it off the bat than it did, just out of the outstretched arms of Kula at second base in the outfield. But Cobine had to make sure that it got down, so he only advances to third, could not score on it. That's going to be a hit for Robbie Lopez. Still nobody out, runners at the corners. Here comes Marcus Sanders, who's 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts. Some very unlucky contact for Cipriano Rivera on the mound. He should have had an out. It was dropped for an error, and now that one just a blooper over the head of the second baseman. Going to have to settle down here. That one in the dirt, blocked by Downham. Lopez goes up to second. Downham would have no shot at him there on that wild pitch. Now there's 2 runners in scoring position. Bootleggers in a prime condition to add to their lead.
That's good work there by Downham, though. Just let the one runner go over to second base. Not let the other run at third score on him.
He's able to keep it out in front of him. That is the catcher's job. Here comes the infield in. Sanders at the dish. 1-0 pitch. That one's way up and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
And a 1-0 lead, they might have had all game, but it's still wanting some more insurance runs, so definitely want those runs from second, third to score. Make it a 3-0 game if possible.
2-0 pitch to Sanders. That one's in there for a strike from Rivera. Nobody out here. Top of the sixth, 2 on in scoring position. A 2-1 count to Sanders at the plate. Cipriano Rivera on the mound. Infield in. 2-1 offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
That's just 2 pitches of rear and back and throwing it down the pipe and feeling a little bit more comfortable right here. Let's see what he can do on this 2-2 count.
Long look for Rivera. Now he gets his sign from the catcher Downham. Comes set. Here comes the 2-2. That one rings up Sanders. He didn't like the call. That one on the inside half rings him up looking for out number 1. That'll bring up the right fielder Trey Willis now.
And a little bit of a breath there for Rivera to get that punch out. 1 out, still a little bit in trouble with runners at second and third, but 1 out, easier than no outs.
Infield still drawn in with Willis at the dish. Breaking ball fouled off to the right side. 0-1. Big opportunity here for Bootleggers. They're up 1-0 to tack on some more. One away here, top of the 6th inning. 2 runners on, both in scoring position. Rivera on the mound. Willis down 0-1 at the plate. The pitch, that one's hitting the right field. That one's going to get down. 1 run will score. Here comes another. They're going to hold him up. McCracken has that cannon. He would have been dead to rights. Good hold there from the third base coach, but Trey Willis does his job and gets at least 1 in with an RBI single.
Good piece of hitting there by Willis. Knew that Rivera was throwing some hot heaters right there, and all he had to do was just wait back a little bit, take his cut a little bit later. Nice drive out to right field and an easy RBI single for him.
Still just 1 away, and runners at the corners again now for Matthew Singh, who's got himself a double already today. He's the catcher. First pitch you'll see from Rivera here is in their first strike.
It's been a while since we've seen someone come across the board today.
0-1 count on the bootlegger backstop. Double play in order of the pitch. That one's up high. It's a 1-1.
Still not fully in trouble here. Runners at first and third with 1 out. Easy ground ball. Get them back in. It gets those bats going.
Runners at the corners. Corners drawn in on the defensive side. 1-1 pitch. This one is going to be blooped into right field, and that's going to be another hit and an RBI for Matthew Singh. Bootleggers now lead it 3-0 with still 2 on, just 1 out in the top of the 6th.
Yep. Another good piece of hitting right there. Once again, not going for power hits. That's all. They don't really need. They realize they didn't need to go for power hits. Just need to put some contact on the baseball. It's a deep part of the field in between second and right field. All they need to do is just place those balls right there, and yeah, 2 runs score easily.
Just let the bat do the work, stick it out there, and make contact. A little bloop there for Singh in the right field. Willis had more of a line shot. Either way, they both scored in some runs, and they're still 2 on. Willis at second. Singh at first. 1 down here, top 6. It's Dylan D'Amico at the plate trying to add on. Bootleggers lead it 3-0 here. Rivera trying to find his way on the mound. First pitch to D'Amico. That one a strike on the inside half. Double play still in order here. A force at each base except home. 0-1 count on D'Amico, the DH. 0-1 offering. Way up high from Rivera. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Needs to be careful of those pitches up. Don't want a high line shot out to outfield. Don't want any more runs scoring. They want to keep it right here. Keep it at a 3-0 lead.
One pitch. That one misses low. D'Amico now ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody yet warming in the pen for the A's. This one's on Cipriano Rivera. 2-1 pitch. In there, 2-2.
Nice placement there on the inside corner. Definitely was not going to have the batter swinging at that inside corner, especially with him close up to the plate. Now with the 2-2 count, he's going to have to swing at anything close.
2-2 pitch. That one hits the outside corner. D'Amico is running up. There's now 2 away in the top of the 6th. That brings it back to the top of the lineup with second baseman Brandon McCray. 0 for 3 with a ground out to short, a ground out to second, and a pop out behind home plate. Rivera trying to limit the damage to just a couple runs. It's 3-0 Bootleggers. 2 down here, top of the 6th, 2 on. First pitch misses. Looked like catcher Downham and pitcher Rivera possibly crossed up there. That was kind of an awkward catch from Rivera, or from Downham, excuse me. Either way, 1-0 to Brandon McCray. Next pitch floats in there for a strike, a breaking ball. Evens it up. One pitch from Rivera to McCray. That one misses just a little outside. It's 2-1 now.
Good choice to go outside there. Trying to see if we can get the grounder up to the first base side. Trying to get the unassisted 3 put out.
Two one. That one foul off the right side. 2-2. Chacon with a couple of hits and being on base 3 times. He's on deck. Rivera trying to keep him from coming up until the top of the 7th. McCray trying to extend it to him. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch. This one served into center field. Going back on his cooler, coming in is Moser, and that's going to fall in between both of them. Bobbled a little bit out there, and in comes Willis to score an RBI single for Brandon McCray, and he keeps the party going. It's now 4-0 Bootleggers.
There's just another story of ball being placed right in between the outfield and infield with this deep field. That was easy to get another RBI single out for the Bootleggers.
So that will bring it up to Chacon, who's been on base all 3 times he's come up to the plate today. 2 singles and a hit by pitch. That one way up high from Rivera. Downham had to jump up and pull his arm out of the socket to catch that one.
You can't really do a whole lot of good framework there when you have to jump up, catch it.
1-0 pitch to Chacon. Big hack, swing and a miss there. It's 1-1.
Chacon 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, seeing if he can get a good 3 for 3, maybe with the RBI as well.
Seeing at second. McCray at first. Chacon at the plate. Rivera on the mound. 1-1 pitch. That one inside. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one swung on, hitting to right field. Going back on it is McCracken. He camps underneath it and makes the catch. The A's get out of the inning, but the Bootleggers tag on 3 more. It's 4-0 for the Bootleggers as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Oh, beautiful spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. America, sweet America, you know, God done shed his grace on thee.
New pitcher on the mound for the Bootleggers as they're freshly up 4-0. That's number 6, Aiden Salazar out of McPherson College. He'll be greeted by the leadoff hitter, second baseman number 3, Frank Kula for the A's. Trying to get something going here. A's have had some base runners, but have not had a hit yet in this one. And we are coming up shortly on that 2-hour time limit. This might be the last chance for the A's. First pitch, swung on and hit up the middle. Hey, there's that announcer's jinx. There's the first hit of the day for the A's, and it's Frank Kula. Apologies to the Bootleggers for ruining their no-hitter there.
Oh, you know the rule. It doesn't count for us. We can call it all we want. But a good shot there by Kula. A little bit of a jam, but was able to get in front of it quickly in time and jams that up the middle for a single.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Caleb Higgs, who struck out twice today. First pitch to him, way outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
And 4-0's not a impossible lead to try and take over. They still have a few batters that can get it done. Time limit might catch up to them, though. They need to watch out for that.
1-0 from Salazar. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it was Higgs. Even 1-1. Salazar gets the sign, comes set. Runner goes. This one's popped up on the infield. Kula's going to have to slam on the brakes and go back. Salazar is going to make the catch himself on the mound for out number 1. Kula back in safely at first.
Yeah, hit and run, unfortunately, only works if it's actually put in true play. And that was, well, as you can see, not really in play as well as he wanted it to.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Adam Moser, who's reached on an air and popped out to first base. On that nice play from Gledhill over in foul territory up against the fence. Salazar gives Kula a check this time. He's back in safely, though. Number 6 versus number 6 here. Salazar versus Moser. A pitch in there for a strike.
Definitely we were back and threw that one down.
Another check on Kula, back in. This time it's standing up. Salazar very closed on the mound in when he comes set. Long look, gets his sign. He'll take another look at Kula, doesn't throw over. And now he'll step back on the rubber. 0-1 count on Adam Moser. Runner goes. This one swung on, hitting the center field. Going back on it. And it's going to be caught out there by Bobby Cobine. And Kula once again has to return to first base. So that's an F8. Now there's 2 away here after the leadoff hitter reached with a base hit.
That was a really good hit there for Moser. Deep out in this ballpark, though. You're not going to be getting a whole lot of homers out in this ballpark. And even the Palm Spring Power have not even hit a home run this season. Still 10-0, though, for them as well.
Got a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Ty Potts at the plate. First pitch to him. Low on in the dirt. Ball 1. Pinch hitting for Jesus Castro. 1-0 pitch. This one swung, chop. Chacon has it at short. He'll flip to second to McCray and get the easy force out there. On that one, a 1-2-3 inning, or not a 1-2-3 inning, but the leadoff hit and then goes down 1-2-3. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Bootleggers lead it 4-0.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat.
Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. All right, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Zach Reynolds, Bray Faust here with you. And the top of the 7th. New pitcher again for the A's. It's the 6'7" right-hander. That's Ty Farewell. He's a versatile guy. He plays some first base. He's the bullpen catcher, 4th-string catcher for the Power this season. And he's on the mound here. He's out of College of the Desert. Thanks to Bray for that, getting us on camera.
We need to pay these production crew members better.
It'll be Lucas Barnes leading off the top of the 7th. The Bootleggers lead 4-0. That one low in the dirt. It's 1-0 to Barnes. This one tapped over at shortstop. It's handled, thrown across to Wingett, and they get Barnes by a step for out number 1. Showing off the cannon over there.
I was gonna say that was a throw. He had to turn. He had to get on his throwing side, turn his glove, and just whale it over to first base, and it was perfectly in the chest. It made it look easy. An easy 6-3 put out right there.
Had to bring up Garen Gledhill. Has an RBI hit today. This one hitting the center field. That one is going to get right in between Kula and Moser one more time. That's happened a ton to these A's today. It's going to be a second hit of the day for Garen Gledhill. So to bring up center fielder Bobby Cobine. Reached on an error his last time to lead off that 6th inning, and that was what started the 3-run inning. He eventually came around to score. First pitch he sees from Farewell is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One-zero pitch, that one's outside as well. It's 2-0.
And Farewell's trying and keep it on the outside corner. He doesn't want to try and jam him up a little bit. It looks like Cobine's more of a turning guy when it comes to inside pitches.
2-0 pitch, that one way outside. Further than the rest, it's 3 balls, no strikes on the Bootlegger center fielder, Bobby Cobine.
Yeah, for a while, might not even want a piece of Combine here.
3-0 pitch, way up high. 4-pitch walk, 2 on for the Bootleggers. Bloop single and a 4-pitch walk. That's going to cause another little jam here for the A's. That'll bring up Robbie Lopez, the left fielder. Had himself a walk early today, and he had a hit back in the 6th inning, and eventually also came around to score, much like Combine. First pitch to Lopez, in the dirt, blocked by Downham. Good block there to keep the runners put, but it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Unfortunately, that's his 5th ball in a row for Farewell, so he's got a little bit in a jam here at first and second, and a little bit uncomfortable on the mound. He's got to get back into this here.
Next pitch, that one misses a little outside. That one was close, but when you've missed 5 or 6 in a row, it's hard to get that call. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Robbie Lopez, the left fielder.
Just needs to take a breath here, readjust himself, and get that strike in the plate.
There it
you
is.
go.
Strike there, and it makes it 2-1. Gledhill leads off second. Combine off first. 2-1 pitch, fouled straight back from Lopez. It's 2-2.
Lopez, 1 for 2 today, trying to make it 2 for 3 with a couple RBIs with it to go up with his 1 RBI earlier today.
Two-two pitch coming from Farewell. This one lined hard in the center field. That one's going to fall in front of Moser. They're going to send the runner around. That's going to be Gledhill, and he'll come around to score. And it's now 5-0 Bootleggers. Second hit of the day for Lopez. That one, a missile out into center field.
Yeah, caught the sweet spot of that there. Just turned on that thing. Hard line drive out to center field. No chance to get the runner coming from second at home.
That's going to have another pinch hitter here. It's going to be J.C. Klee out of Corbin University hitting for Marcus Sanders. His first action today, that one low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch from Farewell. That one's chopped by Klee over to third base. Thrown on to second by Potts. On to first from Kula. They got the double play. And they were able to get out of the inning, but they do give up 1 more. Bootleggers lead it 5-0. A's get their last shot at coming back on the other side.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Ty Farewell to lead things off here for the A's. Bootleggers are up 5-0 as we're here now in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the last hope for the A's. Farewell, Waller, and Downham due up. Aiden Salazar still on the mound, 2nd inning of work for the Bootleggers. First pitch to Farewell. Farewell fouls it off himself. It's 0-1.
Yeah, it did not tickle off that shin of him.
That definitely never feels good, especially when you get a strike called against you for it. Let's see if Salazar goes right back in there. 0-1, he does. Swing and a miss. That one, he took a little off of it. Quickly 0-2 on Ty Farewell. Farewell looks like he's choking up on the bat a little bit more now. Trying to protect with 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Salazar. Swing and a miss. He got him on 3 pitches. And there's 1 down in the 7th. 2 away for the Bootleggers to get their next win. That's going to bring up Braden Wingett, number 9. He's one of the premier players to look out for here in the PSCL. Let's see what he does here. First pitch from Salazar. This one, swing, diving stop. It kicks away over there at third base. Nice stop to keep it in the infield. Otherwise, that would have been probably 2 bases, but Wingett gets himself a single on a hard ground ball to third base. See if that can start a rally for the A's. Catcher Jed Downham steps up to the dish now. Had a great day behind the plate defensively, trying to get something going offensively here.
Well, you never know.
First pitch to him, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes.
All it takes is 1 hit to get a rally going. That was a hard hit ball by Wooler.
This one lined hard into center field, moving over and making the catch is Combine. That one almost hit too hard as it was right at Combine for out number 2. A's down to their last hope.
And that's one of the worst feelings in the world for any kind of hitter. Knows he made good contact, hit that sweet spot, and just hit it too well, unfortunately right at somebody. Now 1 out away.
It's going to bring up William Sanchez, who reached on a hit by pitch his first time up, coming in late in the game. First pitch swinging here, pops it up out of play on the right side. Had his first at-bat in that 5th inning and reached all the way to third base after being hit by a pitch, but did not score as the Bootleggers are leading at 5-0. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 out away from the win. This one popped up in play. Salazar, the pitcher, calls everybody off. He makes the catch. Bootleggers win this one 5-0. Only 2 hits on the day for the A's. Still maybe feeling a little early summer season rust.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of a hard day for the A's. They had some good at-bats, some good piece of hitting, but a lot of the times it just felt like a Bootlegger was there to take the play away from them.
Well, this was a surefire pitching duel all the way up through to the 6th inning, and then in the 6th inning, Bootleggers added on a couple more after being up 1-0 for almost the entirety of the game, and then they tacked on 1 more in the 7th. Bootleggers win it 5-0, get their next win. We'd like to thank you for joining us here for PSCL Baseball. We'll have another game right here on the PSCL Baseball Network on YouTube coming up in just a little bit to follow this one here at Palm Springs Stadium. But game 1 here of the day at Palm Springs Stadium. Bootleggers 5, A's 0. Bootleggers with the win. For Brave Fast, I'm Zach Reynolds. We'll see you in just a little bit.